How long does it take to charge the Rivian R1T? That is a tricky answer, and it just depends. Why? What is the status before you start charging? Are you at 0? Probably not. Are you at 10%, 20%? Did you precondition the battery? How fast is the charger? I'm currently at an EVGo fast charging station. And how full do you want to go? People typically think in a gas vehicle, of course, I want to go to 100%. But that's not always the case when you're driving an electric vehicle. For me, the first 35 minutes of charging today at this EVGo station, nickname Homer, took me 35 minutes, and I added back 157 miles range to the vehicle. And beyond that 80%, it would take about 45 minutes for me to get 100% full. And you can see here, it says slower, close to full charge. So the vehicle doesn't allow you to pump as many kilowatts into the vehicle. In fact, we are only doing 30 kilowatts. I'm not sure if you can see it from a distance. Let me try to zoom in there. We're only adding that top right quarter, 30 kilowatts to the Rivian R1T right now. So basically the battery is trying to digest all of the electricity coming in and trying to make way for it. You don't typically charge all the way to 100% in any electric vehicle. It's just not something common that you do. When I arrived here today, I was at 25% charge, or around 80 miles range left on the battery. And yes, I did precondition the battery before I came. I used the navigation, and I navigated to this charge station, this EVGo charging station at this Wawa, which is right next door to a Walmart. It's pretty convenient. So yes, I preconditioned the battery, and preconditioning basically means you either heat up or cool down the battery and prepare it for charging. And in our instance, in Florida, we wanted to cool down the battery, but the vehicle automatically knows it's going to precondition and it's going to prepare it for charging. And how fast is the charger? Well, this EVGo fast charging station advertises speeds up to 350 kilowatts. However, I only experienced 200 kilowatts, and in fact, it pulsed. It ranged from 80 kilowatts, 80, all the way up to 200, and then it would go down. And I think that's the Rivian itself. So in fact, it's telling me stopped by station. So I've been here for 1 hour, and I was only able to get up to 94%. So check that out. I mean, I have time. There are stations available, so I'm not hogging the charging stations here. And I was only able to charge 94%. I have no problem. I'm just hanging out, making videos, and I'm getting ready to get on a long road trip. So I wanted to be as full as I could. And no, I'm not home, so I wasn't able to charge it all the way to 100%. So that's just kind of a bummer. But it's common when you're doing long road trips, you don't charge to 100%. I know it just kind of sounds weird, but no, you don't typically, because what I said earlier, that first 80%, it's going to charge the fastest. And then beyond that 80%, it's going to charge a little bit slower. So it's just kind of a bummer that this station timed us out, and we did experience up to 200 kilowatts charging. But beyond that, we aren't able to see that. And I think it's the Rivian that's really limiting us to going that speed. So question is, how full do you want to go? And just because you want to go to 100% full doesn't mean you're actually going to get to 100%.